Night had fallen, and the Gloomspite Gitz had stormed to the surface under the light of the bad moon's baleful glow in a mass of cackling, capricious and green malevolence. Fungus of all sorts bloomed from every plant, tree, and every animal for miles, the very ground becoming carpeted with a sheet of moss and fungus. Their vile plague spreading had not gone unnoticed, and thunder rumbled in the heavens above as lightning smashed down from the sky. Stormcast Eternals were borne down into battle, and as they rushed onwards from their blazing impact craters of the descent, battle was joined in Warhammer Age of Sigmar. In today's battle plan, we are playing Passing Seasons. This is from the 2025-26 General's Handbook. Now, the twist in this is in battle rounds 2 and 4, if you're the underdog, you can use the Burgeoning Rejuvenation ability. This ability allows you to pick one of the following once per battle round. At the start of the battle round, you either heal D3 every friendly unit contesting an Oakenbrow objective, or for the rest of the battle round, when friendly units are contesting a Null Root objective, if it has a ward save, they get to add 1 to ward rolls, and if they don't have a ward save, they get a 6+. On battle rounds 3 and 5, however, while you're the underdog, your army can use Powerful Resurgence, which is a passive ability, and you get +1 to wound rolls for combat attacks made by friendly units while they're contesting a Null Root objective. Now, scoring this is pretty simple. Each player scores victory points at the end of each of their turns as follows. In battle rounds 1, 3, and 5, you score victory points from each Null Root objective you control, and 2, 4, you score 5 for each Oakenbrow objective you control. These objectives are located diagonally across the table from each other. In today's game, I'm going to be playing with the Stormcast Eternals, and I've gone for the Lightning Echelon battle formation. This gives me Oncoming Storm, a once per turn army-wide ability during any combat phase where if a friendly extremist unit I have picked has charged, roll the dice, and on a 3+, they get strikes first for the rest of the turn. For battle tactics wise for this force, I've gone with Master of Paths and Wrathful Cycles. For my laws, my manifestation law is the Aetherwrought Machineries, while my prayer law is Prayers of the Storm Host. And for spell law, I've gone Law of the Storm. My first regiment is led by Lord Imperator. This model is my general. For units inside this regiment, I then have a Knight Quester with the Artifact of Power, the Quicksilver Draft, a unit of Annihilators that's been reinforced, and a unit of Quester Soulsworn. My second regiment then is led by a Lord Veritan. For units inside that regiment, I have 2 units of Liberators that have both been reinforced, and a unit of Stormcoven. And lastly, my third regiment is just a hero by themselves, a Lord Celestin on Stardrake with the heroic trait Hour of Glory. Ross has brought along his Gloomspite Gitz for today's game, and he's playing with the Squigalanche battle formation. The Bouncing Fury passive ability he gets means each time a squid unit charges, you add 1 to the attacks characteristic of its Fangfield Gobs, Massive Fangfield Gobs, or Huge Fangfield Gobs for the rest of the turn. For battle tactics, he's gone with Scouting Forces and Wrathful Cycles. While for laws, he's got his Manifestation Law, Dank Manifestations, the Spell Law, Law of Frazzlegit as well. His first regiment is led by Scragrot the Raloon King, which is his general. For units inside that regiment, he then has a unit of Boingrot Bounders, a Doom Diver Catapult, the Gobblepalooza, and a unit of Scourge of Gyran Spore Splatter Fanatics. His second regiment then is led by a Loon Boss on Mangler with the heroic trait Fight Another Day and the Artifact of Power, the Backstabber's Blade. Unit-wise inside this detachment, we have the 2 units of Boingrot Bounders and a unit of Squig Hoppers. And his third and final regiment is then led by a Squig Boss with Nash the Squig, and units inside this particular regiment are Sneaky Snufflers and a reinforced unit of Squig Herd along with an unreinforced unit of Squig Herd as well. Lastly, he also has a faction terrain piece, the Bad Moon Loon Shrine. And so we are all deployed down on the table for the Stormcast Eternals. We've got a unit of 10 Liberators here with the Lord Celestin on Stardrake. The Stormcoven back defending our home objective, while the Veritan and more Liberators are on the other flank. For the Stormcast, we've got a bunch in reserve. We have the Lord Imperator, the Knight Quester, Quester Soulsworn, and the Annihilators Grand Hammers as well. But going over to the Gloomspite Gitz, we have some Boingrot Bounders there. We've got a unit of Squig Hoppers, lots of Squig Herd in the middle, your Doom Diver Catapult with Scragrot the Loon King, the Gobblepalooza, and some Spore Splatter Fanatics. Meanwhile, you've got another unit of Boingrot Bounders that's been reinforced, your Mangler Squig Boss, and your sneaky snufflers there as well. You've also got the Squig Boss hiding in here as well. And so, before the game begins, due to my opponent's battle tactic, I have to pick 3 units for them to try and kill. I'm going to pick the Storm Coven, the Lord Veritan, and the Lord Celestin on Stardrake. And so, the Gloomspite Gitz did finish deploying first, as we had a roll-off because both of us had 3 drops at the beginning of the game. So they're going to get to decide who has first turn. Today's game is brought to you by Oz Dice. Oz Dice is an Australian dice company that sell a wide variety of different dice, from polyhedral sets, D6 sets, and also some liquid core dice. They also stock a bunch of different board games, Dungeons and Dragons, dice storage, and some cool other things to use in your games at the tabletop. Once again, a massive thank you to them for supporting us in this game. And so, first turn is going to go to the Stormcast Eternals. Alright, so beginning of the round we'll gain our command points. We've then got to go into the hero phase. So we've got some magic and prayers to do. We're going to start with a chanting roll with our Lord Veritans. To begin with, I get 5 chanting points and we will just bank them for the turn. And then the Storm Coven are going to, first of all, use their War Scroll spell. Because they're on an objective, they'll get an extra cast this round. So they're going to attempt their War Scroll spell. They will need a 7 to cast on it. That is a 7. And after that, we're then going to go with my second and last spell for the round. It's going to be the Quicksilver Swords attempting to come out. So Quicksilver Swords goes off on 11.
Nice.
And so there we have the Quicksilver Swords coming out from the Storm Coven. With that, that's going to be the end of everything I need to do in the hero phase. So go into movement if you've got nothing to do. No worries, no counterspell coming, so we'll go into Stormcast movement and we'll come back after it's all done. Alrighty, so end of deployment, we have the Liberators moving out on this flank. The Stardrake does move up. Now Liberators move up to take the objective on the other flank. So, do you have any redeploys to do? No redeploys? Cool. So we're going to go into shooting. And so the Stardrake is going to attempt to shoot the Mangler Squid because it does have fly, so the obscuring terrain won't stop me seeing it. You just keep bouncing into my line of sight. And so Rain of Stars hits on 3s. That is 3 hits. 2s to wound. Here's 3 wounds. You've elected to do all-out defense, so these will technically be -1 on your base save.
Which is a 6-up save.
And so 3 6-up saves. Oh! So take 2 damage then. And with that, that's going to be the end of the shooting phase. No charges to declare this round, so we are done for the round with Stormcast. And so, yeah, I will control the 1 objective over there in turn 1. Remember, in turn 1, we can only control these 2 objectives. So it'll be 5 points for me, but I'll also get 5 points for completing the Raffle Cycle's first part, the Affray part of the battle tactic, where I control more objectives than my opponent, controlling 1. And so we go into the hero phase for the Gloomspite Gitz. So Scragrot has cast on a 9, the Arachna Cauldron coming in there next to him. Right, Scragrot's then going to attempt to cast Giddish Speed. Goes off on a 7. Alright, so what 3 units are we electing to pick with that? Sorry, it's not picking units, it's everyone whole within 12 of Scragrot that starts that move. And then the Gobblepalooza will now cast a spell as well. I'm going to go on the Malevolent Moon. Goes off. So now you're going to attempt to do their 5-up ward ability of a unit within combat range. Goes off.
And that also gives me an extra attack on these guys.
Yep, so a 5-up ward and +1 attack on your Squigs.
Yeah.
Squig Boss ability on a 2-up goes off.
There's 3 to this unit here.
Yep. And so an extra 3 inches of move on the Squigs there.
So it should be extra.
So the Gobblepalooza do not get their ability off this round, and that'll be all your abilities for the round, correct?
Squig Boss, yep. That's it for you.
And so we'll go into movement for the Squigs. And so going into movement, just a note, he is under the Scowling Moon, so this means you'll have a standard 4-inch move on all your Squigs instead of the random movement this round. So we'll go into Gloomspite movement and come back after it's all done. And so, Gloomspite have moved up across the table surprisingly fast, thanks to the spells and abilities of their characters. I'm going to declare a redeploy. That is going to be with the Stardrake. So, let's do that. Stardrake's redeploy is 2 inches. And so, it does turn the 8-inch into a 10-inch charge, which is not too shabby. And so, with that, we go into shooting.
Nothing's within range, because you have to...
And so, the Doomdiver Catapult is going to shoot at the Quicksilver Swords. And so, the Doomdiver Catapult is going to shoot into the Liberators, actually, because you're not wanting to shoot off the Quicksilver Swords in case you need that shorter charge. You're just in range. And so, I am going to declare an all-out defense there.
Now...
So, the Doomdiver needs 4s to hit.
4s to hit.
Oh, 2 hits. You're going to use any rerolls.
So currently...
And so you're going to reroll and still misses, but you do lower your rend still.
Yep.
And so wounding on 3s, just one.
One wound.
That'll be a 4-up. Saved. And so with that, it is charge time. So who is starting the charge phase off?
Um...
Going to go the Squeaks here.
Yep, Squeaks.
Need a 10. That is a 7. Alright, so that is going to allow you to charge the Quicksilver Swords. And so your Squeaks make it in like so. Well, you get the first pick to fight.
Yeah.
And so something cool about the Squeaks here charging the swords, because you have charged the swords and not the dragon, by Always Strikes First that I got from the spell off from the Storm Coven won't come into play because I'm not in combat range. So your Squeaks are actually going to get to activate first. Alright, so with your pile-in, you were able to get 10 of the Squeaks into the Stardrake, who is going to elect to use all-out defense.
Have you used that all-out defense already?
Alright, so you are going to go all-out attack as well. Now, remembering that'll be -1 save on your defense back as well. But I'm going to be all-out defensing against this. So, 3s to hit, and then 3s again to hit. This is the second lot. Sorry, that last roll was the wounds. So you got 14 wounds through.
14 wounds, yep.
And now we're going with the second lot of hits.
Yep.
My mistake.
So 3 again.
And 3 to wound. And so we are going to need a 3-up save at that point of rend. And so 5 mortals go back at you due to my shield.
And then a mortal on 5 hits. So take 1 more mortal.
And so the other half into the Quicksilver Swords. 3s. And 3s to wound. And so these will just be 6-up wards. You need to pass a lot of them, and I do not. That is Quicksilver Sword's gone. And so the Stardrake is going to attack. I've got the Stardrake's Cavernous Jaws to begin with, hitting on 4s. 3 hits. And wounding on 2s. 2, so that'll be 6 dead Squigs. And so 6 wards to make.
And 5 up.
And so now my Celestial Weapon of Legends is 3s to hit with crit auto wounds. So that autos, 2 hits. And 3s to wound. So 3. These go straight through. And so another 6 saves.
3, so 3 more go.
And then your Squeaks on a wild 8 dice. Every 5-up is a mortal wound back to the Stardrake. Ooh, number 4.
4.
And so that is that for the round. Squigs, you'll score 1 point over. You'll score the 5 points over here, and you're going to get the first part of Scouting Force as well for 5 points on that as well. And so yeah, 10 points for the Squigs, the Gloomspite, and that means it'll be 10 to 10 at the end of round 1. And so yeah, no one has more points. No one will be the underdog for next round. So we'll go into turn 2. And so, priority for round 2. Stormcast got a 1, you got a 2.
I'm going to take the double turn.
And Squigs will take the double.
However, because I've...
Now, because these Squigs are choosing to take the double, I can choose one of my units that's carrying treasure to drop the treasure, hurting you. And of course, that's going to be the Stardrake dropping the treasure now then. And so...
So I'm going to move moons.
Yeah, you're moving the moon around.
Moons,
And we'll go into Squig, the Gloomspite, turn 2. And so, beginning of the turn, we're going to activate some places of power. First of all, Scragrot's going to elect to activate the place of power here. Does not on a 1. And I'm going to attempt to activate the place of power there. Nope. So with that done, let's go into the hero phase proper for the Gloomspite.
Cool.
So your squeaks potentially can come back. You've got 4 squeak herders there to try and get some models back.
And they come back on a 3.
So on a 2+, you get some squeaks back.
So 3, 6, 9, 11 squeaks come back.
So the Sneaky Snuffler's ability on a 2+ goes off.
So extra attack
Yep.
and 5+ ward on these guys.
And the Gobblepalooza on a 3+, get their ability.
Extra rend on the catapult.
Yep. The Gobblepalooza are going to attempt to cast Scuttletide.
7 goes off.
Goes off. Scuttletide comes there, and now you've got 3 casts with Scragrot. And so Scragrot's going to attempt to cast Mork's Mighty Mushroom. Goes off. Mork's Mighty Mushroom goes there, so Scragrot's got 1 more spell to cast. No, 2.
But I don't know if
They're going to do Giddish Speed. Goes off. Wow, what a powerful magic phase. The Storm Coven are going to attempt to cast Thundershock off turn. Need a 7 to cast. That will do it. Yeah. And so we're going to put the -1 to wound there on the Squigs. And so with that, we'll go into Gloomspite Gitz movement. And so, movement-wise, we've had the Squigs move up across the table, along with your manifestations as well. We are going to go with a redeploy. So we're going to go a redeploy with the Liberators here. 1. And so 1 inch on my redeploy there. Great. Go into shooting for the Gloomspite. So you Doomdive is going to shoot to the Star Drake. I'm all out defensing. You're all out attacking.
3s.
3s, yep. 2 hits.
2 hits. And now I'm Ren 4 at the moment. So I think.
So you're going to re-roll both. Yep.
I'm going to Ren 2.
And they all get hit. And so wounding on 3s.
So 3 wounds at Ren 2.
So these are 4-up saves. Pass 2, fail 1. Alright, so we are going to go with some charges. Next of all. Starting off with that Mangler Squig into the Liberators over there. And gets in with a 9. And his friends as well. Alrighty, so you've got 10 dice. Every 4-up is a mortal wound on the Liberators. That is 4.
Wow.
And then the Boingrots get in on a 6-inch charge as well. And so the Boingrots, 4-ups, 10 dice. Every 4-up is a mortal wound on the Liberators as well. Oh dear God. And so the Squigs are going to attempt to charge the Liberators first of all. That won't do it.
I'm going to reroll it.
And so, attempting a reroll charge.
7.
So the Bounders, or Squig Hoppers, sorry.
Squig Hoppers are in.
And then no charge that was successful there. So that will be that for the round of charges. We've got charge phase, combat phase abilities first. Alright, you're going to use your once per battle Bite the Moon ability, give +1 to hit rolls. I'm then going to do my Cavernous Jaws with the Star Drake. And so the Star Drake, because there's no reason to roll because you're only 1 health, I eat 3 of your squigs before we begin. And so I do pile in the Star Drake like this, mainly because it will take these squigs from being able to pile in onto the objective to get closer, then I have to go towards the Star Drake. So starting with my Cavernous Jaws, we are going to all out. No, we're not going to all out attack, we don't need to. We're going to go 4s to hit. 3. And 2s to wound. 3. So you're going to lose 9 of them, but your Squeaks Go Wild mortals back.
So
2.
Mortals, yeah.
And then I've got my Weapon of Legend hitting on 3s with crit auto, so 2 autos. 2 other hits, wounding on 3s. That is 4 at -1. And so, Squeaks Go Wild rolls, you do kill me just.
1.
And so, with that extra wound back, that does take down the Star Drake. Luckily, I dropped the treasure, you don't get anything for it. But that was not an equivalent point trade there. And so, you're going to go with the Boingrot Bounders here first into the Liberators. So, 3 attacks each, 4s to hit. And 4s to wound. And so 6 saves at round 1, so these will be 4 up saves on the Liberators. Failed 2.
2 damage each.
And so now the Squig's forced to hit. And 3s to wound. And so 11 at round 1. 4. Oops. Yeah, gone. And so the Liberators pile in. They are going to be attacking the Squig Hoppers. So we are 3s to hit. We're going with the 2 Grand Hammers first. Mortals. And 3s to wound. And so with all our defense, you've got 2 6-up saves to make. 1, and then 2 will die. And so then the rest of the Liberators hitting on 3s with 6s doing mortals. And then 3s to wound is 3. It's a 6-up save, so 3 6-up saves. Nope. And so with all our attack going, it is 3s to hit and 3s to wound. So let's see what we can get. And then 3s to wound. So 21 saves, all out defense, give me a 2-up base, so these will go to a 3-up now. And this is just the other 6 attacks, or 6 squids attacking. And then 3s to wound. So 16 saves on 3-ups. 1, 2, 3. 3 more Liberators. And so my next fight is no one. So you'll get to finish me off over here.
Yep.
So then the Hoppers needing 4s to hit. 3s to wound. So 11 round 1.
Yeah.
4-up saves this time because no all our defense on these. And that takes me down. And so that is not a pretty sight for the Stormcast Eternals. So Gloomspite will control both objectives on the flanks, so I'll get them 10 points.
Hang on, isn't it these 2 for round 2?
Oh wait, yeah, sorry, round 2, yeah, no.
Yeah.
So it's only the 1, so you're going to score 5.
And a turn.
And so, it is Stormcast Eternals turn 2. Well, good thing half my army was off the table. We are going to start with our hero phase. We're going to give the Fire Sour to the Storm Coven there. It gives them +1 save and +1 to wound this round.
Mm-hmm.
Our Lord Veritin is then going to try and chant a prayer for a 1, so he loses D3 points. It's just going great. The Storm Coven are going to attempt to cast. We're going to cast Lightning Blast to begin with. And so 6, that will go off. Mm-hmm. And just does D3 mortals to the closest visible enemy target. So D3 for 3.
Hey.
And then we are going to attempt to cast the Aether Void Pendulum, which we will on a 9. And so the pendulum comes down there. And with that, we'll go into Stormcast movement. Alright, so movement all done. We have a whole bunch of stuff coming down here. Got the returning Liberators coming down at the back there. Imperator's going to use his ability on the 3 units nearby. So these 3 units in front of him can all move D3. We'll go with the Annihilators first. 1. And the Quester Soulsworn for 2. And then the Night Quester for 3. And so next of all, we'll go into shooting. We've got the Storm Coven that can shoot this turn. And so Storm Coven will shoot. They are going to need 4s to hit with their bolts of lightning. 1 miss. 3s to hit, sorry, they all hit. And it's 4s to wound. That is 3. And that is the Squig Herd gone. So, one thing I forgot to do, the Annihilators will do their Force of a Falling Star. So we'll do it on the Loom Boss first. So 1 mortal. And the Borngrots for 3. And so, let's go with some charges. We're going to start with the Night Quester. Here's a 6-inch charge now. Gets in. And then the Quester Soulsworn needing a 7.
No.
Ooh, we're going to spend... so we'll spend a CP there to re-roll the Quester Soulsworn in.
Oh,
no! The Annihilators then need an 8. Of course this is how it's going to go. No. And then the Liberators there need a 9 to get into the Gobblepalooza. Hey,
Yeah.
there we go. And so the Night Questor going into your Loon Boss needs 3s to hit. 4 hits. And then 3s to wound. 3. And so that is just 6 damage done to your Loon Boss. Now, because I used the Quicksilver draft, we then get to go with the Liberators as the first pick for the round. And so we'll start with the Grand Hammer, needing 3s to hit. Misses both. And then the rest of the Liberators hitting on 3s. That is 2 mortals. And then 3s to wound. Rend 1. So 6 5-up saves.
1. So killed 1 and 1.
And so the Gobblepalooza hitting back, 4s to hit. 1 hit and 4 to wound. They don't wound. Alright, so you didn't charge, so no extra attack, and you're only on 9 wounds, so no extra attacks or bonuses from that. So your Fangfield Gobs hitting on 4s.
4s and 2s.
And 2s to wound. 2. 2 4-up saves. Pass 1, fail 1.
D6.
D6.
6 damage.
6, and that's him dead. Alrighty, so Stormcast. I don't complete any battle tactics, but I do score 5 points there, and that'll be it for me.
Oh, so there's...
Thank you all for watching today's video. If you'd like to help the channel grow some more, why not consider joining up to our YouTube members? This important feature here allows us to continue to produce more and more content of the various games you like to see on the channel. It also allows you to put in requests and ask what you would like to see more of on the channel in the future.
Alright, come on.
And so, priority for turn 3. Stormcast, got a 3.
Got a 4.
Oh, god damn it.
Sorry, I'm gonna go.
And so the Gloomspite are going to take the turn. Hero phase to begin. Oh, first of all, places of power. And so the Mangler boss on a 3-up. A Veritan will go off. We're going to turn this objective into obscuring. And right, the Gobblepalooza are attempting to hypnotise and do against the Liberators.
No commands.
No commands. Alright, so Fangs of the Bad Moon from Scragrot is your first cast.
Yep.
That does not go off. Going to go with Bright Fright. Goes off on a 6. No.
Okay.
And so you're going to attempt Bright Fright again with the Gobblepalooza. That goes off.
So,
And Soma Veritan is going to attempt to try and dispel, because they am within 30 there, so... Oh, double 1, no. Turns out the Gobblepalooza is actually stuck in that combat, and with the redeploy, not able to help them get out. Scragrot does have 1 more cast. Scragrot is going to try and cast Git Speed, and does not. He failed to cast every spell. He's near his cave full of mushrooms, okay? He's yeah.
out of his mind.
With that, I am going to do a counter spell in return.
Oh, I'm going to do a rally.
Are you going to do a rally first? Yep.
Rally on these guys. On the,
Oh, yep.
6, isn't it?
Yep.
4 up. 1, 2 more heal.
And so the rally was on the Mangler, so you heal a couple.
Oh, and Scraggy is going to keep the moon in this position.
And Scraggy is using his ability to just keep the moon where it is for this round. I'm then going to do a counter spell. So, I'm going to do their War Scroll spell. Goes off. So the Annihilators now have always strikes first on them. And so, with that, we'll go into Gloomspite Gitz movement for turn 3. And so, plenty of the Gloomspites have ran across the table, got Scragrot coming down here. You have moved across there. I am going to do a redeploy with the Quest to Soul Swarm. D6 for 1 again. Alrighty, so the Quest to Soul Swarm just slowly moved across. We've got the shooting phase.
Doom Diver into these guys.
Doom Diver into the Liberators. All out attack hitting on 3s.
I'm going to reroll both.
Reroll both, yep.
So 4 hits.
Winning on 3, so 3 at Rend 2. These will be 5-up saves. Pass 1, fail 2. And so that's 3 dead Liberators there. No covering fire for me, so going to go into charges. Mangler Squig is going to be the first model to charge.
Yeah.
And so 6 models in my unit. Every 4 up is a mortal from the Mangler.
2, take 3 models.
And then the Boingrot Bounder's charging.
Ooh, 4 models.
So you've got your mortal wounds there with the Boingrots.
9, got a 4 up. 1, 2, 3, 4,
5. And so the Annihilators will be doing a counter charge. Finally. And so the Annihilators get in. Importantly, they've got always strikes first there. So because that was a 9-inch charge from the Annihilators, I'm going to give always strikes last to your Bounders.
Okay.
So Annihilators going into the Boingrot Bounders. We are 3s to hit. And 2s to wound. It's 4, 5, 10, 13 at -2. And so 39 damage, that'll see them gone. Alright, so the Mangler Squig is going to use all out attack, and so we're going to get the +1 to hit. So
3s and
3s to hit, 2s to wound.
We'll go through.
And so these will be 4-up saves. Fail 3 damage. Oh, d6 each.
So 2,
6.
4, 6. Yeah.
Balls and chains, 3s.
3s.
And 4s to wound.
4s to wound.
2.
Rend 0.
3 ups. Save both.
Okay.
And guys on top.
3s and 4s.
3s.
3s. 3s.
And 4s. And 4. 4 at Rend 1, so 4 ups. Saved them all.
Oh my.
And so Liberator's next. First of all, the Grand Hammer hits on 3s. 1 hit. 1 wound. And you 6-up save.
Nope. So
And then 2 attacks from the 3 attacks from the Liberator Prime. 1 mortal. And 2. And 3 6-up wards. No.
2 go through, so another one dies.
So the Gobblepalooza, 4s to hit, they miss. I've then got the Quest Assaulthorn Champion. So 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. 1. 6-up save. No, take 2 damage. Alrighty, so end of round, you're going to score 10 points for the primary, no battle tactics still. And then you're going to bring back a unit at half strength of your Boingrot Bounders. And so it'll be the Stormcast turn 3. We're going to, first of all, try and get a Place of Power going off. And so on a 3-up, yep, we're going to turn that into Obscuring as well. We'll then go for a Chant with my Priest for 5. And so we've moved him out. Now, because I've done that, I've got my last CP to use a Rally here. And so now we're going to try 3 wounds. I need 3 4-ups. Oh, nothing. And then we've got the Storm Coven. They are going to elect to use... I'm going to go with Lightning Blast. 6, that'll go off. So the closest unit is the Bounders here. D3 mortals on them for 3. And they will then give themselves... You know what? Actually, no. We're going to try and summon the Quicksilver Swords.
Yep.
Which we do. And do you have anything you wish to do?
No, not my hero place.
So we will go with movement. Alrighty, so we're all done with movement across the table. We're going to go with shooting. We're going to have the Storm Coven shoot your Mangler Squig. And so we are 3s to hit. And 4s to wound.
Yes.
Just 1. Rend 1.
Rend.
And so that is it for shooting.
Covering fire.
And so you are going to try and clear out the Liberators there with a covering fire. Hitting on 5s.
I'm going to re-roll all 3.
Reroll all 3.
So
2.
At rend 1.
And 2 wounds needed. 3s to wound. 2. And so these will be on 3-ups. Save both. We're going to go with some charges. Alright, so we're going to try and charge with the Quicksilver Swords. Need a 9. They're in.
They're in.
And that will be it for my charges, because I'm already in combat with the Retributors. Now, are you going to use your retreat out of there with your...
Yes, yes I am.
I'm going to attempt to use Fight Another Day on a 3+. Fail, please, no. And so you retreat another day, sees your Mangler disappear over there. So we'll go into combat. The only one here is the Quicksilver Swords. And so, 4s to hit with 12 attacks. I do have crit mortal. Let's cock that one. Oh, that is terrible. 1 mortal, and 3s to wound. 2. So they're going to attack back into the Quicksilver Swords.
4s and 3s.
4s to hit. And 3s to wound. 2.
Range 1.
Yep, so these will just be 6 up wards then. Plus 1. And then the riders. 4s. And 5s. Nothing. And so, end of the round, I am going to score 0 for primary. 0 as well for secondary.
Spinning.
You've got a spinning loon ability. 2 inches. And so we are at round 4. That means, finally, I am the underdog. So I can try and do my second part of one of my battle tactics. So let's go priority. Stormcast, got a 6. I can't lose it now.
Yeah.
So I will heal D3. I've got no healing from anything. However, we are going to go with our hero phase. We'll start with the Veritant trying to chart. 1, he's got no points anyway. We are going to attempt a rally roll on the Quest of Soulsworn.
Which is these guys over here.
Yep. There we go.
Yeah, we have one back.
And then we'll go into spells. So they are going to use Lightning Blast. Magna Squig is the only visible unit to them, so let's see if we can cast it. Double 1.
Model.
D3 models for 1. So that is them done. So, do you have any counter spells you wish to do? And so we'll go into movement. So movement is all done. We did do a teleport with Quest of Soulsworn there as well. So we're going to go into some shooting. We've got the... Oh, actually, after this moves, we've got its ability to use. And so we'll start with a D6 into your Squig Boss. D6 models. 2, damn. And then your Squig Herd. 5. Damn. 5.
2 go through.
2. Then the Storm Coven here will shoot into the Squig Hoppers. So needing 3s to hit. 4s to wound. 2. So 2d3 damage. For 4. And so we have charges.
Covering fire.
Oh, we got covering fire. Gonna try and get rid of those liberators finally.
5 ups. 1 goes through. I'm going to re-roll 2 of them.
2 of them, yep.
So 2 goes through
and neg 1. 4 ups. Pass 1, fail 1. And so we will go with charges. Alright, so the Annihilators are going to charge the Magna Squig. You have a 9-inch charge to make. 8. Oh. We're going to re-roll that one. To 6. We will attempt with the Quest of Soulsworn to charge. They need a 9 as well. No. So Quicksilver Swords into the Hoppers. A single 6 here and got him. And so end of the round, I will score 5 points for my home objective. And so your Squig's attacking back. 4s to hit. And then 3s to wound.
3s to wound.
So 6 up wards on the pendulum. I mean, I do pass. I still died just, even with that good a roll. Yeah, with that, it'll be Gloomspite turn 4. If they can get 20 points this round, they would win the game. So during your command phase, you did just rally the Magna Squig, getting a couple of wounds back on him. I'm going to try and rally the Questers. 2, no, nothing comes back. It has not been my day with dice. So...
Can't really get any spells off with him.
You're going to do the extra point of rend on the 3+, goes off. And then...
Move it.
I will attempt a counter spell.
Sorry. Ward on the Squigs.
And so a counter spell, I'm going to try and give myself always strikes first on the... No. And so with that done, we'll go into movement. And so movement wise, you've moved the Gloomspite across the table You've tried to line up a shot. I'm going to use a redeploy though. And 6 inch, I finally get a good one. And so shooting phase, you've literally just got to shoot the Liberator. That's it.
So I can finally kill this Liberator.
Can he die?
4s.
I mean, yeah, 3 hits. You don't even.
3 hits. I'm not going to reroll any of those. So 3 at
3 wound rolls.
Get 3 at Ren 3.
3, 4, 5, 6s. Triple 6. No. And so charges.
Manga Squig first.
Manga Squig going to charge. Yep.
He's in.
2 dice. 1 mortal. And so the Squigs get in with their charge. After all that, your Boarding Grub Bounders have just rolled an 8 for their charge.
Which is not enough.
Not enough.
Okay.
So 5. Oh, 4 mortals.
4 mortals. Yep.
4 wards. Say 1. And so fights. I guess your important one is here.
It is.
Oh, actually no, because you don't want me to kill.
Yeah, because you kill.
And so the Manga Squig 5 attacks.
4s and 2s.
4s to hit. And 2s.
All 3 go through.
3.
At Rend 1.
Fail 2.
D6.
This probably takes me out. Yep, 6.
He's got
And so I've got the Staff of Abjuration. Misses.
oh, shit.
You're good.
Sorry, I'm just laughing at your invisible luck.
And so 14 Squigs going into the Veritant. And 4 ups.
No, 3 ups.
3 ups, sorry. And so 3 ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm dead.
Good.
And so what's important here is, first of all, you're now going to score both objectives. And so, no, you actually won't control that because we'll be tied on that now. But you will score 5 there.
I do get my Bold Explorers.
Your Bold Explorers.
3 terrain, objective terrain.
Yep.
On the enemy.
And then you get another 5 for eating the Explorer, and you got 5 for Bold Explorer by contesting 3 in enemy territory. And so with that, we are able to call the game. The main reason is I can't get to this objective. If I could, we would play out the other turn. But I can't stop the Gloomspite scoring both objectives, and I don't have enough to catch up at this point. So it will be a victory to the Gloomspite Gitz. Thank you all for watching. We hope this battle report was enjoyable for you, and if you did enjoy it, please go check out some of our others in the playlist on the channel. If you have any questions, please drop a comment down below, and while you're there, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join our Discord server to check out all of our future wargaming content. Thank you all.